Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Howdy.
How's it going?
Going good.
I didn't realize it was as late as it was, and I thought I had all this time, and suddenly it's like 10 minutes before the stream's supposed to start. Luckily, I had the thumbnail made and everything, so we're good. We are good.
Yeah. I didn't know what we were playing until just a few minutes ago.
Yeah. So this is going to be Battle Princess Madelyn. This is a game that I've wanted to play for a while, and I see Shinjan in the chat is saying that the physical is Japan only, but it's only out digitally in the U.S. But I know that there is physical versions coming from limited run at some point. I don't know if it's going to be like a pre-order thing or what. I mean, probably because it's on Switch. And I'm glad actually that there is that they haven't released yet, because they just came out with this major update that I guess adds like a whole new mode and all this other stuff. So I'm pretty happy that it hasn't come out yet.
I didn't know it already got released physically in Japan. I mean, not being a Japanese game, that's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it was a while ago now. I mean, it was pretty I want to say it was like last fall is when it came out. It was kind of a while ago.
Well, I mean, the game came out not that long ago overall, right? I mean, it's
Yeah, well, I think it came out in the fall. Like maybe it was early winter, but I mean,
okay.
I'm pretty sure. I think it came out. Oh, okay.
The physical came out in Japan like
at the same time as it came out digitally, I believe. Yeah, the physical is in English, but just for transparency, I signed up for this service where you can get like review codes, and this was the only game on there that I was kind of interested in. So, I mean, I found out about this service because it said, "Oh, check out Battle Princess Madelyn." So I was like, I wanted to play it, and I thought it'd be really fun to stream anyways. And so I signed up for this service, and hopefully I will be able to link the archive of this stream after and be like, hey, look, I did a video on this game. So I guess we're gonna see what happens. Hopefully I didn't
in which you're saying, hey, look, I did a video on this game.
Yeah. I know. I mean, I am totally.
Well, hey, you
know
what? It sounded like a number of people went out and bought Devil Engine because of how awesome it looked on our stream. So, hey,
absolutely.
And not that of course, we didn't even know about that game until the stream. So,
yeah. Exactly.
That was not all a similar situation.
And when it comes to stuff like that, I have no problem. Hopefully the chat has no problem just kind of us sometimes playing stuff that's like it's newer, but it still feels like something we'd like. I mean,
this
is something I've wanted to play for a while because it is it's a ghouls and ghosts or ghosts and goblins like game.
Yeah.
So this is something I've wanted to play anyways. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. And there's I don't know if the arcade mode is. I mean, I'm going to play arcade mode, but there is a whole story mode that seems like, based on me just kind of booting it up and seeing what it's like, it makes it into kind of a Metroidvania type.
We've got both Artemio and Radical Reggie in the chat tonight.
I'm curious if Artemio has played this, because actually he doesn't. I don't know if he's gotten the physical version, because I know he doesn't really buy digital either. But this seems like the kind of game that he would like. So, it is very ghouls and ghosts like.
Artemio does have the physical.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, her animation is totally Arthur.
Yeah, exactly, and he has like a double jump. But the difference
is... It looks like the double jump has a little more control.
Oh yeah, you can totally control yourself in the air. See how I can...
Oh, okay.
Oh, looks like I got a whip. I have no idea how long this is. And you do have a charge attack. It looks like it makes like this big thing.
Oh, like your dog,
Yeah.
your ghost dog. Well, that reflection is an interesting effect. Definitely doesn't feel like it's necessarily trying to replicate any particular era of game. I would
Right.
say, like it's kind of like 32-bit plus ish maybe, but it's just
Oh, look, I got throwing knives. It's like ghouls and ghosts or ghosts and goblins. This is what I'm gonna want to hang on to.
which is weird because knives are usually like in a lot of games. Like,
Well, they're not as strong, but you can throw them a lot faster.
yeah, or the machine gun. Is this on Steam?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yes, I'm guessing so. Yeah, I mean, I think it's on like.
It's on Switch, PS4, and
Switch.
Steam.
Is it on Xbox One?
I don't think so.
I read an interesting article like a week ago or so that apparently like a lot of developers and publishers, like I think, particularly with the types of developers and publishers that make, indie games of this sort of scale.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently Switch is like their prime storefront right now. Like it's apparently they're selling significantly more on Switch than other platforms.
That was the one with the Monster Boy team, right? That was
yeah, I showed you a picture of the like I think he said like sales on Switch, like I forget exactly what it was, but it was like even if you combine PS4 and Xbox One, the Switch sales were like still so much more. Which, I mean, it makes sense, because, I mean, I think the Vita was, a lot of people, a lot of people think the Vita had no games, which is not necessarily true. And it, I believe, was very popular for indie games.
Right.
And of course, that's kind of winding down now, but I understood that, at least at a time, you could count on Vita fans, because they were very passionate about their system, and you could count on them to buy your indie game on Vita. I don't think it was, ever amounted to the success that someone could probably make on Switch now. But definitely, I see the Switch is filling the Vita's void, and especially for a game like this, where it's like
I don't want that. Oh no!
Where it's like
I don't like those. I don't want the axe. It's a trap. Get an axe.
It's got a Rondo style pick up your dropped weapon.
Yeah,
that's nice.
I see. GameSack is in the chat. I believe that you can. There's a international physical copy of it, and I know that I believe that Limited Run is doing a version of it, and it will be pre-order because we'll have a Switch version. I don't know if you want to get the international version, because I was saying earlier that the I don't know if I can go down there. Okay, that's it. A major update just recently came out for it, and the physical version was it came out like in December, so it won't have any of that stuff. I don't know why I spawned exactly where I died.
Maybe you have limited
maybe it costs money or something like that. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you might have limited lives until you have to go back to something. Are you playing on normal or something?
Yeah.
Or whatever?
I mean, there's no difficulty.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to a game like this, like, I mean, I know you're playing the PS4 version because that's just the code you got, but
okay, so you do have a certain amount of lives, and then it sends you back to the beginning of the actual whole level then.
Oh, wow, okay. So be careful.
Yeah.
But for a game like this, where it's like, you know, I mean, for all I know, this could have 4K support on PS4 Pro, but I doubt it. I mean, I don't think 4K support is as common in these kinds of games as it should be. So, but even if it did, like, it's not going to look that much better in 4K than 1080p. So it's like, why not just get games like this on the Switch? Because then you've got the option to play it at home or not to play it at home.
Right.
Or to play it away from your TV, you know, as I think you do somewhat often.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, that's kind of why I've been gravitating to the Switch version for a lot of smaller games, because why not?
Yeah, I still have to pre-order, Toe Jam and Earl. I was thinking about what version I should get, and I was like, I heard that the PS4 version is, oh, look, I got a sword now. I don't know if I like that. I'm gonna stick with the knife.
Probably strong.
Yeah, but you got to get real close.
I mean, it took a few hits to kill that guy anyway, though.
Yeah.
So.
I have not pre-ordered Toe Jam Earl. I need to. I was kind of back and forth on which version I was going to get, because I know the Switch version runs at 30 frames per second, and the PS4 version runs at 60. But the thing is that I mean, I was talking to Joe, who says, you know, it's basically a walking simulator anyways. I could run at 15 frames per second and you wouldn't even notice. I'm like, you know, that's probably, like, that's true. That's definitely true.
Yeah, and I did not know about that difference, but I did pre-order the Switch version.
Oof, I guess that's not where I'm supposed to go.
If I knew that, it would have made me hesitate, but I don't know if I would have really changed my mind, because yeah, it's not a fast-paced game.
Right, and I mean, I didn't even think that the original runs at 60.
They look a little choppy at it. They do.
Yeah.
The way that I don't know if it's. I almost feel like the way that the screen scrolls is programmed weirdly, so I don't know if it's that or it's not 60 frames. But it scrolls strangely. It doesn't. Yeah. That's a game I ended up liking more than I thought I would. The original Toe Jam and Earl. Okay, so it doesn't spawn you exactly where you die. So does it cost anything to use that dog charge attack?
I don't know.
I mean, you should probably be using that like a lot more often. Like, be more cautious before you move forward.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, if it doesn't cost anything.
I mean, I don't know. The UI doesn't really tell you much. I don't.
Well, that probably means that you don't have much. I mean, you've got score and nothing else, so you don't have. I don't think you have. Do you have? I mean, you are collecting coins. Like, if you pause the game, do you have like money or anything? Or is the money just points?
I don't know.
Oh, Artemio says upper right corner. I guess it's that.
Oh, okay. So that shows how much I can.
Looking thing.
Yeah, the X up there. Okay.
Does it recharge over time?
I think it gets like those. Sometimes I see like the souls go into it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the levels are pretty long here.
Gotta be careful.
I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit easier than it is.
Ghouls and Ghosts is known to be hard, you know?
Yeah, but I mean,
great.
I was able to finish Curse Castilla. Oh, I almost.
I mean, that game's not easy either.
I
beat that, beat that on the airplane, I think, when we went to San Francisco.
Oh, here we go. Here's the boss.
I wonder if you can touch his legs or...
I don't know.
You might have to, like, knock him back. Like, does he... Can you knock him back by just hitting him a bunch? You've got a bunch of dog charge or whatever.
The dog charger. Oh, jeez. Ooh.
Like, it doesn't have to be full to use it, does it? You just use some of it, I think?
Right.
How are you supposed to go under him if he corners you?
I don't know. I can just run past him when he's...
Oh, when he's not moving. But I think if he's moving, he's going to hurt you.
Man, is it gonna take me back to the beginning of the level? Whew. All right, I guess it is.
Oh, you've got it figured out now, though.
Yeah, I guess. It still doesn't make it any easier. Things are very unpredictable, I guess.
This is the full game. This is not beta. Like, I don't have any interest whatsoever in, like, the whole, like, early access concept.
No, me either. Me either.
Like, zero interest. Like,
yeah. I mean, I think we even talked about, like, oh, if we ever went to PAX, like, we didn't really have any interest in going to PAX because, like, we don't have any interest in, like, just, like, playing games that aren't done.
yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, it's like, oh, cool, you know, I'm playing the new AAA thing or the new Zelda thing before it's out. But I think that had a lot more appeal when I was, like, a teenager than it does now.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm just
Jeez.
like, you know, if I can't take it home with me, like, why am I putting my time into it now? And, you know, and then I think all that does is, like, it opens it up to this, you know, this entitlement that people feel toward the game. Like, you know, oh, this is, you know, you should change this, you should change that, you know, this is bad game design. Well, what do you know? You early access people? I mean, come on.
Well, I don't. There might not be a difficulty level on this. I might have to bump it down if it continues on like this. I wonder how many lives you have. I can't even tell. I mean,
if you
no,
pause,
it tells me nothing.
Huh.
I mean, I wonder if you get additional lives by getting money.
Is it the pips next to the art on the upper left? Or no, I think that's your armor.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
I mean, I think you're doing pretty good. I mean...
Yeah, I died a whole bunch. I have died. Look, see, I'm
well,
just like...
but I mean,
I was like dying from stuff. I don't even see them.
On the whole, I think you're doing pretty good. I mean, you got to the boss. I mean, you know, what I think of Ghouls and Ghosts as very tough games.
Right.
I know you're used to the Genesis one, but
yeah,
when you're playing something like that you're not used to, I mean, it took me a while to beat Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
Oh, look, I got
Oh, another level of armor.
Yeah.
Actually, that might have given you 2 extra hits, because I think when you had the 1 level of armor, you had, you just had 2 hits on that meter, and now it looks like you got 4. See that? Well, you got hit 1 time and it didn't get rid of it, so that's neat.
My weapon is slightly different too. They're not just like wooden spears anymore.
Ah. So they must be more powerful as your armor goes up too. That's a cool idea if that's how it works.
Whew. Do I just like hang on to the armor until I lose my armor permanently?
Oh, maybe that's how. That's cool. Up until your last hit.
The double jump, it almost kind of makes it feel like, I mean, I don't know, for some reason I'm feeling like something like ActRaiser 2, even though you don't have like that glide or anything like that. I don't know
ActRaiser 2 like has very demanding button inputs.
Right.
Like it's very precise.
Oh, there's no... Oh, man. The way he like runs back with his head going back and forth is hilarious.
Limited Run is selling Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, or Curse of the Moon, not Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Ritual of the Night is the big game.
Right.
Curse of the Moon is the NES style game, which is already
glorious
out.
Victory. Go forth, brave warrior, and continue to save the land from evil.
Take a key for coming in. But I think the regular Bloodstained is just getting is it just getting a regular retail release?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I have a copy of that secured from the Kickstarter as well.
Right.
Bloodstained is going to be the standard edition Unlimited Run is going to be a pre-order for both platforms because, is there a Vita version as well, or is that only the collector's edition for Vita? I'm not sure. But anyway, I didn't even realize it was on Vita, to be honest. Until they announced it. Yeah, for the standard editions, it's going to be pre-order because I think they said whenever they have a Switch version, which Switch is always pre-order, whenever they have a Switch version, the PS4 versions will also be pre-order.
Right.
But the collector's editions, which I definitely need. I don't buy many, but I need it for that. Mostly because of the Tom Du Bois.
Yeah. Because we have like a connection to it.
Yeah, so definitely have to get it for that. I'm a little torn between Switch and PS4 for that because I've got it on PS4, but I'm getting the main Bloodstained game on PS4 because I figure there'll probably be a fair quality difference between PS4 and Switch. But I'm debating do I want both? You know
what?
The same system, or do I not care?
Hang on a
second. I kind of want.
I'm just gonna kill myself because I think I have it figured out. Maybe not. I thought that the X there, because it looks like the little dog thing brings you back to life. I wonder if how many points it has to resurrect you has anything to do with how many times you can come back to life.
Oh.
because you can charge it up.
But
I think I'm gonna go Switch, even though I have the game on the PS4.
Well, the really cool thing about they said that the Switch and Vita versions for the collector's edition, the Tom Du Bois box, comes in an NES sized
Right.
box.
Well, that's for the
It's
PS.
pretty
Oh, it comes in the box.
Right. The game case is small enough to fit in NES sized box.
Oh, that's cool.
But the PS4 version, the PS4 box is too big to fit inside an NES sized box, so it's going to be a bigger box.
I see.
I don't know how big though. Like if it was the size of like the Ys Origin and Dragon's Trap boxes, that would be kind of cool actually.
Yeah. That other game, the Whole New World, looks pretty cool too, but
Yeah, it looks interesting. I'd never heard of it.
I don't know too much about it.
It looks like when you fall down a pit, there's like an upside down world where gravity is reversed, and then you like can jump between the worlds by jumping up and down the pits. It looked like an interesting idea.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great idea. QECRC 420 says, "Can you guys play Toe Jam Earl and play co-op online?" We should do that. I mean, I don't have it. Or we don't have it yet, but I mean,
so you can play co-op on that online?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay, yep,
I mean,
it looks like it takes half of the stuff in the upper right-hand corner.
So how do you charge it up?
I think you just kill enemies and you get like those souls or whatever. Or maybe they have to eat. Maybe they have to eat them. Or maybe not. No, that goes. So it's kind of an interesting risk reward.
So I saw the dog like dash off somewhere. Like, what did he do?
Well, I sent it after
off?
an enemy. So I guess it's like kind of a risk reward. Like you can have him take oh, jeez.
You can have him what?
You can have him take care of enemies, or you can choose to save your power.
Oh, okay.
Yep. See, so it sent me back. Okay, I think I understand now a little bit.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I like systems like that.
Yeah. This takes a little bit. I wonder if the money has anything to do with it, though.
Oh no. I'll just wait for the physical version when I can read the manual.
Yeah. But you see, when I kill it, like little glowing stuff goes. Oh, what's the club do? I bet you that's real powerful because it doesn't have a.
Yeah, it has almost no range. What's the difference between the spears and the knives?
I think the spears are slightly more powerful, but you can throw the knives faster.
Can you throw only a couple spears at a time?
Yeah, it looks like you can throw 3 at a time. Man, whew. That knockback. Let me tell you. I thought this game was going to be easier than it is. I got to admit.
I don't know why you thought it was going to be easy. I have no clue why you thought it was going to be easy.
Well, you know do you know? I mean, if you don't really know anything about the game, you probably don't know like the story behind it.
Oh well, it was. Well,
Ooh, look at my axes now. I guess let's stick with that.
Oh, that's pretty awesome, actually.
The guy who made this,
wasn't there a story like his daughter wanted to play Ghouls and Ghosts or something?
Well, no, I think his daughter wanted to be like a hero of a game.
Oh, okay.
So he like made this game where his daughter's the hero of it.
But not a game that would be so easy that a kid would beat it.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what I was thinking. I was like, well, you know, if that's the story behind it, you know, is it going to be?
He made it so that she could beat it one day.
Yeah.
It'll give her something to look forward to when her gaming skills grow.
I was like, oh, I got the cool armor, and then I lost it, and I died at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, you would expect this to have a casual mode. I'm a little surprised that it doesn't.
Maybe it does. I mean, I don't know. I didn't see it initially. I'm sure there's people in the chat.
I mean,
maybe know more about it.
I mean, I have mixed feelings about difficulty modes in general. Like, you know, there's a big argument that, you know, games should absolutely always, under no circumstances, not have difficulty options. And I understand where that's coming from, and you know, I think it's good that, you know, anyone could have a way to experience any game.
Look at that! I'll stick with that for a little bit.
But at the same time, I feel
They're
like
scissors.
games.
That's
pretty awesome.
They look like scissors because they spin so fast, but they're not.
But at the same time, I feel like games that don't have difficulty levels, the one difficulty level is more finely tuned.
Right.
And I also kind of like the idea that if you're talking to someone about your experience playing the game, there's like not all these variables you need to find out, like, okay, well, what mode were you playing? Like,
yeah,
you know, to offer any help or insight or, oh, do this. But if the difficulties are different, then you can't be sure that everyone's experience with the game is the same.
Right.
So I mean, I acknowledge that difficulty levels are generally a good thing, but like games like Zelda and Mario and stuff generally don't have them. And,
yeah, they never do. Yeah.
And I feel like they don't need them, like, because they're so well balanced. They offer content for you know,
man,
younger or more casual gamers, and they offer content for hardcore players, and they offer ways to become more powerful if you need it, you know? So I think I'm mostly thinking of like a perspective from like a Nintendo game perspective when I say I'm torn on difficulty levels, because I feel like those games don't need it.
It's certainly not easy. And it sends you really far back.
Hey, it's got infinite continues. That's something that Super Ghouls and Ghosts don't have. Or actually, does it?
No, it does not.
No, it doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't.
I mean, I don't think I would had too much of a problem with it if it had better checkpoints. I mean, you literally don't get any, even when it looks like areas that would look like they would be a checkpoint are not a checkpoint.
Well, yeah, because you game over. I mean, it's very nice to you when you die. It doesn't send you very far back.
That's true.
So, I mean, that's the balance there.
I wonder if you can like farm enemies and just get more lives. Probably.
Yeah, do they just respawn?
Well, certain ones do, it looks like.
I wouldn't be surprised if the ones that do respawn don't.
See, there's a lot of stuff like that I'm noticing.
What?
Where you jump blindly and there's gaps in the ground that you cannot get out of.
Well, you didn't have to be up in the trees. Couldn't you have been down below if you wanted to be?
Yeah, but there's sometimes where it's like, okay, so that just like knocks me down there.
Well, like if you were on the ground, you would have seen that. So, I mean,
I don't think there's any way to like stay down on the ground. I'll try it.
I thought you could.
See it like that.
Yeah, but you should have like jumped further down and saved your double jump. You used your double jump right at the start.
Not usually. I mean, there is a like,
yeah, but you did that time.
There is a lot of leaps of faith in this. I'm noticing.
Games like this I look at as being memorization anyway.
Yeah. I wonder how many levels there are, though.
No idea. But, I mean, in my mind, it's already easier than Super Ghouls and Ghosts just because it has infinite continues. So. I know you're surprised just because you're awesome at the Genesis version.
Well, I mean, these levels are significantly longer than anything in Ghouls and Ghosts, it seems like.
Oh, I mean, that makes sense. It's a modern game.
See, like right now, where I'm at right now, like it's definitely a leap of faith. I can't look up or down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I gotta jump for it.
But you know now where it is.
Right.
Yeah, it is a leap of faith, but you've got that double jump to fall back on if you know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess by having your jump be so controllable, it makes it a lot easier to... Okay. But I wonder if you... I want to see if you can just like sit here, and if you can like farm the enemies, like that's one thing. That's like changes. I mean, it seems like it goes up pretty fast.
Yeah.
So we kind of had a fun week. We did a couple of Twitch streams, and we did something during the stream that ended up being actually a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we kind of want to make it more of a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're, obviously, our YouTube streams, like always, Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time, that's not going to change at all, because that's this is where our audience is. These are the streams where we, we're going to try to play something we've never played on the stream before, and
see, I can't get out of that. Like, there's nothing I can do about that.
More of a show. But on our Twitch channel, what we're going to do during the weekdays, like we've been trying to do this thing for a while where we call it a lunch break stream, but we had a hard time making it consistent.
Mm-hmm.
And I, for myself, am trying to be more efficient in things in general by I've built this like daily schedule that I'm trying really hard to abide by. And I put on Wednesdays and Fridays a lunch break stream.
See, watch this on the stream. Oh, what the heck am I? Okay, well that happened right there, but I can't get over it. Like
no way back.
Basically, this thing just I couldn't even see where it was coming from, and it was just like there. I was being very cautious.
But anyway, so 1:30 to 2:30 Wednesday and Friday, I put it on my calendar. And Coury randomly ran a
my camera feed.
You ran your camera feed to Discord while you were shooting B-roll.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of had a lot of fun doing it. And then on Friday, So I just played some more Crash Bandicoot on Wednesday, and then Friday I did a run of Ninja Gaiden 3 since I'm supposed to play that 12 times this year. While you just ran your Adobe Premiere output monitor
Right.
to
Discord.
Discord. So people could, kind of get a little sneak peek at, the creation of B-roll and editing for the Phantasy Star episode. And so now, instead of lunch break stream, we're thinking we're going to call these work and play streams.
Where one of us is working on something, the other one plays something.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to get things set up so that maybe, I don't know if we'll be ready to do that starting this week or not, but like maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays, Coury could play something for an hour while I shoot B-roll or edit or something, So just do that for an hour. So that might become a regular fun thing to do during the week.
I see someone's asking where can we watch it. It's just like it's in a separate playlist on the front page of the channel.
Right. So
those are just called like the Twitch streams.
Right. So Coury's been downloading those and then re-uploading them to a separate playlist.
You can just export them from Twitch.
Oh, okay. Well, they're unlisted on YouTube. They're in if you go to the front page of the channel, you'll be able to find playlists. I ended up making no progress that stream because I never found a checkpoint, and I ran out of one. Or I think I found one save point, but I failed the mini game,
the
bonus game or whatever. And,
but I think it'd be fun to do things like that because we could take requests from the chat saying like, "Oh, you should do this shot," like in the B-roll creation, and people can like, and if it's something I end up using, it's like people are involved in the creation of it. And it's kind of fun, I think.
Yeah. But I did end up beating Crash Bandicoot off stream. I really liked the game quite a lot overall, actually. I mean, the save system is not great. I don't really know what they were thinking, but it's workable. My only other complaint about the game really would be that I thought the boss battles weren't very good. But I liked it quite a lot. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting to the other ones. I don't have those yet. I saw a few copies at a local store a few weeks ago, but they had the telltale signs of resurfacing. But there's a couple other stores around here that actually have really good discs resurfacers.
Yeah. I mean, there's.
I mean, there are some that I do trust, but some
Are you kidding me?
Awful. Oh no. Oh, and they respawn?
Yeah. Oh, it's. Luckily, it started me at the top there.
Oh, whew. Well, probably because that was the last ground you touched.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was at the store and I was looking at a couple games. I was like, oh, I don't know. And they said, well, we resurfaced. I said, well, is it good? Does it leave any marks? Because I've seen like a lot of resurfacing that looks really bad. They said no, we haven't seen anything like that on it. And so I said, okay, well, sure, I'll see what it looks like. And so
I'm seeing if I can farm these things.
I saw what it looked like before and after, and well, I think you did get an extra pip.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's filling up. Yep, it is. So
Okay, so that's good. I kind of figured that the infinitely respawn enemies wouldn't let you.
I guess it's kind of a cool. It's cool because it's there if you want to use it. What is this now? Man.
We got someone from Spain asking about our opinion on Bang and Olufsen. That is something that I very much wish we could speak to, but unfortunately, Bang and Olufsen seems to be just a European thing. I've heard a lot of people talk about them. I don't know like what the particular quality or picture characteristics of those TVs are, but it sounds like a lot of people hold them in pretty high regard. So I'd love to see one, but I never have.
I don't know. I might have to see if there's like a easier mode. Like I don't know if I have the patience for doing this on a stream. I will make no progress.
Oh, Sheepy Tina says that they had Bang & Olufsen in Australia too. Apparently, they were considered a luxury brand. Radical Reggie says RGB.
I don't know. This is... I don't know. We'll have to see how this goes.
I mean, you know, I have not played this, so I can't.
But is this like making you more interested?
I mean, I'm amused by your like exasperation with it, because it's like it looks like you're having exactly as much trouble as I would expect myself to have if I were playing a game inspired by Ghouls and Ghosts. So the difficulty is not phasing me here.
Yeah.
I think you went into the stream tonight with expecting something that you didn't have to focus so hard on.
Yeah. And then it's like knocks you right into that thing, and like I can't.
Bang & Olufsen was in the States for audio equipment, but not CRTs. I wonder if they were like a friend of mine when I was in high school, like when HD TVs were kind of just starting to become a thing, but there was really no reason to have one. I want to say this might have been like, I don't know, maybe 99? But I'm not really sure when plasma TVs kind of came to the market. But a friend of mine, his dad was a lawyer, and very obviously very well off. And I wish I could remember what the brand was, but his dad bought this like plasma TV, before like there was any content really to do anything on a plasma TV with. I don't know what resolutions it would have supported or anything, but anyway, he bought this plasma TV that I mean, it was very expensive. I mean, I can't remember for sure, but I want to say it was something like $10,000 or something.
What? I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
I keep on doing that.
And I was when I finally bought that Sony HD CRT. I was telling my friend, how good it was, and he's like, "Oh, no, I mean, it's just a Sony." Like I don't know what this brand was. It was like some brand I'd never heard of, like only a luxury brand like these people are talking about, Bang & Olufsen. And you need me to throw this scene? And they I don't know, but he obviously had somehow gotten this mindset, like based on
for crying out loud,
absolutely nothing that like any like known consumer electronics brand would.
Ooh, look at this! Look at this armor.
Whoa! You look like you're like the Warrior of Light.
I'm gonna. Since I have this, it might help me with the boss a bit more. So I'll see if I can charge up my... I mean, I guess, it's challenging, but I suppose it's fair.
Yeah, I just thought that was funny. Like, any consumer level, or any, not necessarily consumer level, but like any known consumer brand, like automatically, no, definitely not as good as my dad's $10,000 TV. And I'm like,
You cannot sit there and spam it.
Doing pretty good.
Then these spiders start falling.
Oh, you didn't bring it, Sandy.
There, I did it. Lost my armor at the very end, but I did it.
Ooh. Nice.
I wonder what you can do with the money. An epic battle.
It's probably just points.
Oh, we got a 10R donation.
By the way, from Desma, thank you. By the way, just wanted to say that you guys inspired me to buy a new PS2. 4.3 games look so nice to me as 480i can be, but I really dislike the look of 16:9 games for some reason. Some games from that generation that support 16:9, they don't scale 2D artwork correctly. Like, they might like expand the field of view, but not for 3D graphics, but like the 2D artwork will be stretched. The best PS2 game that I know of with not only 480p but also widescreen is Radiata Stories. It has a very good widescreen mode.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is scaled correctly.
Yeah, you showed that one a lot in the PS2 episode.
Yeah, I mean, I think it has such a clean graphical style, and I think it's the best aged game on the system visually, which is kind of not the most popular game, but I think it's really good. A really funny game, and just a really good looking game. But yeah, it's got a good widescreen mode. Dragon Quest.
Look at that evil sheep.
Dragon Quest 8 does not have a good widescreen mode. It stretches the artwork. Final Fantasy 12, I think, might stretch the artwork in the widescreen mode, but I can't remember for sure. I think Soul Calibur 2 has a decent
mackerel.
widescreen mode, but I can't remember. Of course, then you've got stuff like Resident Evil 4 and Beyond Good and Evil, which have letterboxed widescreen, but it's in 4:3. So those games do not look great on modern 16:9 displays. But like GameCube has a lot of good widescreen support. Well, not like a lot, but like the games that come to mind for that are like F-Zero GX, Super Monkey Ball 2. Amusement Vision were like pros at progressive widescreen modes. Star Fox Adventures has a really good widescreen mode, but widescreen is a little controversial. Whoa! Is that
US dollars?
USDs? It don't say it ain't.
Holy cow! Thank you, seven Kurgand. Holy crap!
I like to say I've learned so much from you guys. Also, it's because of MLiG, Phone Dork, and Bob of Retro RGB that got me caring about CRTs again. Well, thank you. Glad to help.
I hope that Phone Dork. I saw something on Facebook a while ago that he was like working on a new video. That's something the world is missing right now. Is a new Phone Dork video.
I feel like Phone Dork played a role in getting us to care about CRTs.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
Because when we started the channel, like we learned about RGB through the FrameMeister, not through PVMs, which we didn't really know that. We didn't know about that when we got into the FrameMeister. So like we did the first RGB video without really knowing much of anything about that kind of stuff. But yeah,
Jeez,
I remember watching Phone Dork's videos. I remember like looking at Retro RGB and seeing, that classic picture of Link in his house that he's got on his website.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what? I don't understand what he's like shooting that off of. I had not seen games played on that before. So yeah, it's all of those guys have been a big influence on us. Getting to where we are today and our understanding of the technology.
Yeah.
So thank you.
His name's going to be up at top for the rest of the stream. Thank you.
Someone asked, do you think after the supply of old CRTs finally runs out, someone will decide to manufacture some for gamers or retro enthusiasts for a premium? I don't think so. It's just going to take too much to I think the better route is to create a new technology that isn't going to be so bulky, so expensive to manufacture, that would have
that was a
similar
shorter level
characteristics. Yeah, you did a lot better there. Maybe you're getting in a groove.
I don't know.
Maybe you were inspired by the donations. What I didn't finish saying on the previous donation about widescreen modes is that the widescreen modes on that generation of console, the analog consoles in particular, is I guess a little controversial because you're stretching the pixels. You're not getting more horizontal pixels when you go into a widescreen.
Feels very.
It's like I remember this level in Super Ghouls and Ghosts. But yeah, so a lot of people say that they don't want to use the widescreen mode because of the you're stretching the pixels, and that makes them blurrier. I don't agree with that, but I mean, I understand where it's coming from. I like to use widescreen modes on that generation of console if A, the 2D artwork is scaled correctly, and B, the field of view is in fact expanded. If the field of view is expanded, then it's a valid widescreen mode to me, and you're seeing more of the scene.
Right.
So it doesn't bother me that the horizontal axis is a little blurry. Are there compatibility issues with PS1 and PS2 using C-Sync? Yeah, they don't support C-Sync. There are mods. You didn't bring a toy.
See, I think you can just farm extra lives if you want to. If you get into a spot where it's
yeah,
tough.
Where you can sort of rebuild.
Yeah.
I think you're getting into a groove now.
I think so. We'll see.
Please do a video on PC Engine Duo R. I need someone to validate my purchase. I'm actually diving in headfirst into RGB modding this baby.
Oh, you don't need to validate. Your purchase is very validated. It's an awesome system to have.
We're for sure going to do a PC Engine RGB episode sometime.
Yes.
We're both definitely pretty big fans of the system. It's been a relatively recent addition for me.
Right. Well, same with me, really.
Not as recent for you, but yeah, I've only had it for.
I will absolutely not pretend like I was playing it when it was new.
Yeah.
I played it at Hills, but I ultimately got a Genesis, like many other people did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but since it's kind of new to me. I've just been playing it a lot because I've been impressed with all the games that I've found to play on it, and that's coming from a guy who's not really a big shmup person. And before I got it, I was like, well, if you don't like shmups, not that I don't like shmups, but I just don't play them a lot. I'm afraid of them.
For the record, I prefer not to use the term shmups.
Ooh. I don't have a problem with it. It's easy to say. But yeah, I've really found a lot more to enjoy on the system than I initially expected.
I don't know what I was supposed to be doing with this boss, but
I think you're hitting his eyes.
I am, but how do I don't know how to get them to.
I think he just goes through a phase where they're tucked away and you have to dodge. That thing falls from the ceiling and you have to.
It has something to do with this.
Oh, do you have to snap the? You have to break that thing that's. There's this crack in his head that
Yeah, it has something to do with this.
It's that thing falls from the ceiling, but I don't really get it.
Yeah, if that's the end of the level, I'll be surprised. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it suddenly just got a little bit shorter. Maybe. They decided that the first 2 levels were too long.
Well, I think you're just doing good, is what it is. I try sounds like Tom Hanks tonight. Well, that's what people say
all the time.
Well, they don't usually say it
tonight.
during the live streams, but yeah, that's a very common comment. I still don't hear it. Oh, you're wearing a coat.
Yeah, dressed for the occasion.
Yeah. I kind of want to get the PSP Ghouls and Ghosts game sometime.
It's pretty good. There is the a second version of it.
Oh, is it like in a collection of some kind?
No. It's just a unique version. They had a lot of the issues with the original version fixed.
Oh, like glitches, or they?
No, it's kind of like the overall flow of the game, really.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Turns it into more of a typical style Ghouls and Ghosts game, I think.
Oh well I mean, what did the original
before
version do that was weird?
You had to backtrack and you could get like items from other stages.
Oh, so you gotta be careful which one you buy. Do you have both?
Well, the one that is kind of redone is Japan only.
Oh, okay. I wonder if it's expensive.
It's a little bit. I mean, it's not that expensive. I think John recently got it. I don't know how much he paid for it, though.
I'll have to look into that.
Mr. Sadface describes me as a 90s kind of guy.
I mean...
I have a little Rio Hazuki in my voice. Maybe. I don't know. Dio?
I mean, I you know, the late 80s and early 90s maybe I had their influence on you.
So yeah, it looks like it's just about farming enemies when you need to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it doesn't make the game overall easier, but...
Well, it does.
But it gives you... You still got to make it through certain sections.
Oh, sure.
Legit. But, I mean, bosses, you can't farm them during bosses.
I'm kind of starting my final preparations to... think I'm going to be closing out on Dragon Quest XI soon.
Ah.
So I've been doing a little grinding, and Drum told me about it, and I had to look up a little more details to fully understand it. But there's like this method in the game, like you really don't need to do it, like except like some of the bosses in like the post game are pretty tough. I mean, I've beaten a significant number of post-game bosses, like with what I believe are pretty modest levels.
Mm-hmm.
But they have been difficult. So before I take on the final boss, I'm going to try and get a good number of levels. But there's this method that you can exploit. You can summon metal slimes.
Oh.
And I mean, there's sort of a lot of setup to be able to do it, but it's not that difficult. So I mean, it's not an easy thing, but once you kind of
I see.
Once you kind of understand the flow of what you need to do, it's not that bad. But if you use this ability that like doubles your reward, or I don't know if it might be more than double, but you get more rewards for finishing the battle, and then you combine that with this ability where you can summon metal slimes. Like you can gain like 4 or so levels per battle.
Oh wow! So
yeah.
Has he done the true ending or the
Yeah.
post game? He did it already.
Yeah,
Because I know he beat the main game like after you did.
he did, but he beat the post game before I did.
Yeah. Did he really? He really got into it then, probably.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he got his characters to 99.
Oh wow! Is it his
Yeah.
favorite? Was it his favorite?
Oh no, we haven't talked about that yet. But there's a lot of stuff I like about the post game, even though like it's like recycling a lot of content.
Yeah.
But like I feel like I'm going to kind of miss the game a little bit in a way, you know. Even though I've been working so hard to get through it.
Yeah, I gotta get that big hunk of meat to come out from the ceiling. There it is. Look at the hunk of meat coming down.
just.
I mean, I'm kind of understanding it though now. I mean,
Well, yeah,
I feel like it's getting easier.
I don't know.
And the bosses themselves are getting easier as well. Why'd you have like dynamic difficulty? It's like if you die so much, it's
possible. I mean, it's kind of like how, you know, I was like, man, I got good at Ninja Gaiden 3. Because I thought the first time I played it was full Japanese rules, but it turned out it was a mixture.
I see someone's asking if they fixed the SSDS 3. I'm going to be doing a video on it after I finish this Phantasy Star. It's going to be covering the mods for it, but also the like the new revision. And yes, they have fixed all the issues. And they have a new board revision for it that incorporates all the stuff, the mods, the Voltar mod and the Firebrand X audio mod are both integrated.
So what does the Firebrand X audio mod do exactly? Is it like...
It just like cleans up the audio a lot and makes it so you can't hear it when... Before it used to make a noise when it's like when it is like accessing the card.
Right, well there were like a lot of pops or like audio balance or it was overdriven.
The audio balance was definitely overdriven before, but that was fixed in a firmware, and this kind of takes that to like another...
Okay. So, like, I mean, you probably haven't really...
I feel like there's something in there. Maybe not. It looks like I could go in there.
Oh. You probably haven't done any, like... You probably haven't done a lot of direct comparisons yet, but...
No.
In theory, as far as you know, like, it should... CD games should sound... exactly like original hardware.
Yeah.
Well, that's a big deal.
That feels... Oh, what is that? Right. Yeah. I think that it's going to be to everyone's satisfaction at this point. I mean, I haven't spent too much time with the new revision yet, but I'll be showing the mod and the new revision of the board in the video. It's not gonna be like a long video. It doesn't need to be a long video. And we rarely do update videos. And I didn't do a video on this previously because I wanted to wait till there was something more significant to cover in it. So I guess with the mod, the firmware update, and a new board revision, it's kind of like, okay, so I wouldn't consider it like it's not gonna be like a fully featured episode, but it's gonna be like just kind of a shorter thing.
Yeah, you don't need to like go over like everything that you already went over.
Exactly.
You can show some examples from the previous episode where you could be like, you know, hey, here's...
I still have all that footage.
Here's what some of the problems.
Right, and I still have all that footage, and I will be doing like comparisons with that stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be like definitely gonna be a shorter episode, but that's... So I got a couple of things happening. Like I got this Phantasy Star episode is like it's significantly longer than I was kind of anticipating, and like it's going to be out this week. I just like don't know the exact day yet. But after that, we have some other stuff we're working on. But I'm also at the same time going to do a couple of shorter episodes because we're going to need buffers for stuff, like time buffers to so we don't have any more big gaps. So I'm going to do a couple of shorter episodes, and that'll be one of them, and that gives us some space to work on this other stuff that we've been trying to do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it doesn't mean it's going to be any less of an episode. It's just going to be, I don't know. I like it's just going to be an update episode. That's just what it's going to be.
Yeah, and that's okay.
The
I mean, we
device.
need to not be afraid to do those. I mean,
Right.
heck, that N64 anti-aliasing video was essentially kind of like that.
Yeah, exactly.
That video did great.
And I think that having regular episodes, even if some of them are short here and there, is more important than having a month gap between videos.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But we'll, obviously be trying to do the long episodes.
Yeah, we'll be doing the long episodes, but we'll be doing the short episodes that we can release
So we have
give
the
us some
time
to do the longer.
Yeah. Oh, we want our goal is to get into a place where like every other week is just the norm.
Yes.
And I think we're really
and we're
close
not
to
like up against the wall every time trying to get it done. I mean, that's like I feel horrible that this Phantasy Star video is not done, and I like want it to be done. I'm like ready for it to be done. But I mean, I want it to be what I want it to be. I was saying it's like it's kind of a passion project at the same time. Like I'm just considering it, this is gonna be the last Phantasy Star video I'm gonna do. So I might as well just put all the stuff in there. Like it's looking at like all the different versions that have ever come out for different systems. Like not the entire series, but just like the original games.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking maybe you've been calling it like best way to play Phantasy Star Original Series, but I feel like the way to make it more clear what it is, and for probably search reasons, you should probably have like just called the best way to play Phantasy Star 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah,
like and just have all those in the title.
Right, and some people might feel like, oh, this is ridiculous, because it is 13 minutes in the video before it starts to getting into like other versions beyond the
right. But
we like to view it as like it's kind of a tribute too.
Yes, it's a celebration of the games.
Yes.
Absolutely. And also the way I look at it too is you are the main goals of the series are to inform people not only as to which version should they play and how should they play it, but also which games in this series should I play. Like, so you need to talk about what these games are, and then people can be like, oh, that one looks more interesting to me than I thought, or maybe I'll skip that one for now.
Right. Well, I mean, that's what I say. I say specifically, the fourth one is in a lot of ways is the one that people could say like, oh, this is the only one that I'm going to play, and that's fine. But I also say in the script that there's something to be said for experiencing the story as in release order to kind of get, because I feel that part 4 is better in a lot of ways, especially if you played the other ones. And I'm sure that anybody in the chat here that has played them would agree with me on that. But I mean, it's definitely more of a passion project, and it should not have been the video that I did that I'm coming off of this whole Japan thing and doing this. I kept on convincing myself, oh, it won't take that long.
Oh, that's
and
what we always
the thing
do.
is it really doesn't. It's just the if you want to get a variety of footage from stuff, you've got to play a little bit into it. So I've been doing a lot of stuff where I've been figuring out how to get different saves from places so I can get stuff later on in the game. So that's been tough. I've also done stuff where I've used like cheat codes, like for the original series. I found some I used a Game Genie for stuff. I don't have the time to play through each of these games.
Yeah, well, I mean, just for
7
the
times.
purposes of getting footage, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want everything to be the beginning of the game.
Yeah, well, that's... And there's certain parts... Let me tell you, the one that is going to be like all stuff from the beginning of the game is... Oh, look at this thing.
Whoa.
Is, Oh, I knew that was going to happen. I should have seen that coming. Is the Dreamcast version, which is... It's I think it's hilarious, actually. It's so bad that it's actually funny.
This makes me think of the second Goemon on Super Famicom.
This is surprisingly
like
easy.
Fighting the bunny men.
I mean, I'm just standing right here. It's not like... Oh.
Yeah, it feels like you don't have to dodge the carrots at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is it's a little silly.
Maybe this was the boss that his daughter designed.
Maybe. Ooh, this is looking very sinister.
This feels like it could be the lead up to the last line.
Yeah. Especially with some bottomless pits here.
Oh, Scoot Diggity just beat Phantasy Star 4 yesterday. It'd been on his backlog for 30 years.
30 years. Congratulations.
I need to replace my cartridge batteries before I play 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, I gotta put.
I was capturing some composite video footage for Coury of the Phantasy Star games because he didn't feel like doing composite video, and my Phantasy Star 2 save has obscenities for the character names. So you basically can't use any footage.
I mean, I'm just gonna say what the names are because I think it's
No,
it's not. It's not like obscenities. It's like,
well, there's slight obscenities.
I just thought. Whoa. Oh,
they aren't hardcore obscenities.
No. I just thought. Oh, we got a donation. We got some stupid Japanese name.
Some stupid Japanese, $5. No one is going to remember how long the wait was once the video's out and you're enjoying it. But playing it out before it was
it was cut off.
Yeah, your thing must pop out too low.
It shouldn't.
For maybe that many lines anyway.
Maybe. Oh shoot. Okay, I need the dagger back. I can go to Streamlabs and read it. Hang on. I'm just gonna say what the names were because I feel like it rolls off like really like the way. I just think it's really funny that the 3 of them have names that are like there's like
Not
one
the
normal
default.
name and one that's like a normal name, but like I don't think was intended
It's
to
not
be
the
a
default.
But then there's just so. I mean, I don't think anybody in the chat is going to be offended or anything. But there was, so I think it was it was Dan, Dick, Slut, and Kane. I just thought it was really funny that he didn't like bother to rename Kane at all.
Of course, I had no idea. I mean, I don't know the characters in the game other than like I know Nay, and I forget the main character's name, but I don't know the names of the characters, so I didn't know that Kane was Kane was one of them. But yeah,
Right.
that was.
I just thought it was funny.
I don't think you should. I don't think you should use any battle scene footage from that has all the character names on it.
Oh man, I'm
Now,
going to read this.
apparently that was the former owner of my copy of Phantasy Star 2. Those saves at least work.
What the heck did widgets have moved? Come on. So of course they have to change Streamlabs. So I don't even know where to find the God, this is so stupid. So, okay, here it is. No one is going to remember how long the wait was once the video's out, and we're all enjoying it. But putting it out before it's ready will stick in your craw forever. I always love that term. I guess stuck in my craw. What's his face likes to use that a lot. Marc Maron. Just like when you're annoyed with something, it's stuck in your craw. But yeah, I for some reason, oh jeez, all that build up and then I die right there. I thought that the names were really funny just in the moment because it's just like.
And someone played through the whole game that way.
Off your tongue like really fast, and I just think it's funny that Kane just like he had his name Kane.
Were the characters in my Phantasy Star 3 save? Were they the?
Yeah, you can't change the names in that. You can't change the names. Like 2 is the only one you can change the name.
Oh really?
Yeah. And it's kind of silly because whenever a new character shows up at your house. They say, my name is this, but you can call me whatever you want.
So that's how you recruit people? They just like randomly show up at your house?
Yep, at different points throughout the game. I'm inside the castle.
Oh man.
It's going to make me...
I wonder if this could be the last one.
Maybe, but it's going to make me play through the game twice.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's gonna. Oh, I got the axe. Where did? Oh. I got the axe by accident.
There's a famous, famous in terms of backloggery famous. There's a classic stream highlight from when I was playing Super Ghouls and Ghosts, which, as you know, was like what, 10 years ago?
Yeah, that was the game you needed to beat your backlog.
Yeah, yeah. And
I will take that. Spear.
I remember it was the snow level, and I fell on an axe.
Oh, when you. I do remember that.
Yeah, I didn't know it was below me, and that was the last thing I wanted. I don't know what weapon I had, but it was better than the axe.
And this music sounds like it could be a last level too. I'll be kind of amazed if I actually end up beating it, but I'm not gonna. This feels like a kind of game that's going to have a really difficult last boss.
I mean, you've been having good luck with bosses lately, so who knows?
But yeah, I mean, it is true that, it's when the video's out, it's not going to even matter. But I hate this period of time, like waiting for it, and it's also doubly as hard because that Japan thing is done, and it's just like sitting there. Ooh, get out of it.
Well, it's going to be a big relief though once we can release that content, and then we've got like, you know, a couple of videos that we can release that they're done.
Yeah.
It's going to give us more time to work on other stuff. That's probably when I should be working on like the Wii video or something. You know,
right.
It might take a while.
Oh, I guess I can. The spikes looks like they're in the background.
Yeah. Unless you died for some other reason. What is all that stuff that's falling? Does it hurt you? Or does it just let you know where he's coming from?
I think it's just to let me know where he's coming from. Maybe.
Well, it didn't that time. That's weird.
Oh, get up. Get up. Get up. You just gotta keep moving. Oh, did I do it? I did it.
Probably fell on you.
Yeah, it didn't give me any kind of end of the
level
thing.
That was like a mid-level boss. Interesting. I wonder if that's a checkpoint or not.
What the heck? What's going on? Why am I back here?
Wait, is this the start of...
It seems like the
start. Sure I played this exactly the same? I don't know if this is exactly the same.
I don't know. I guess... It seems like it.
Maybe. It does kind of look like it. Wonder if you have to do something special in that fight.
Ooh, look at my little guy I can shoot now.
Whoa. Huh, how'd that happen?
I don't know. Man. I don't know. I don't know if maybe I died during that when it died. But it looked like I still had one hit left.
I feel like you would have gone further back though. Well, it is weird because you do have... You did have full lives when you got out of there, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be very long before we figure out what's going on here. If I continue going the way that I'm going. Let's see if I can get some lives here.
Coury has the Dreamcast HDMI mod, and it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely want it for myself at some point.
Yeah, it's by far the best option for the Dreamcast.
I mean, unless you, like, you know, want to play on a true analog VGA monitor.
Right. And it outputs on its own, so like it's kind of like you can play over HDMI and on a PDM at the same time if you have like a Toro or something.
Or if you just have a VGA output to a VGA monitor.
Let's find out what's going to happen. Okay, so it's starting me right here. I'm in this castle. I don't know.
So you must have died on the boss somehow.
Yeah, it's almost like this doesn't feel as hard, though. It feels harder than it was.
That'd be weird.
It feels more difficult than it was.
Oh yeah, PS2 can output 480p.
Only certain games took advantage of it.
Yeah, it's not as common on PS2 as it is on GameCube or Xbox. but a lot of games have a weird button combination that you have to enter while you're booting the game, like triangle and X. You have to hold those. But some games you select it through the menu, but it's not like... But yeah, it can do it with component cables or RGB cables if you have a device compatible with Sync on Green, like the OSSC, or you can choose internal sync on a 480p capable PVM or BVM. Resolution changing faster on Dreamcast HDMI. I don't think any Dreamcast games have like in-game resolution switches.
No.
So I mean, that's not an issue at all.
Holy Mac, I'm just gonna kill myself. I mean, it feels more difficult.
Yeah, we like to have Spanish subtitles on our videos when we can. All the Japan stuff is subtitled in Spanish as well.
Yeah, it has.
That's ready to go when those videos can go up.
Yep. They're all on the Blu-ray too. I don't know when we'll get to announce it. It's those guys, those bow and arrow guys, worst enemy in the game. Like
Brad Corbo, go look up our recent video. That's HDMI and component GameCube stuff. I forget what the exact title is, but we look at the recent HDMI adapters as well as component solutions, and the OSSC is far better at 480p than the FrameMeister. The 480p is often, as you said, considered the FrameMeister's weakness, but the OSSC is amazing at 480p. And in fact, the OSSC is so good at 480p that I actually prefer using the new component video solutions for the GameCube. I prefer going to the OSSC through component rather than using the direct HDMI output, which might sound a little counterintuitive, but weirdly enough, it actually looks cleaner to me, and I show why in that video. There'd be an episode about HDMI switch boxes. I don't think so. I mean, we're working that stuff in an episode where it makes sense, like we kind of did on the 4K episode. But I mean, I don't see that as being something that we need to like spend a whole lot of time like investigating the performance of various boxes.
Right.
I mean, I kind of need to...
Oh, see now, is it another spider? It is. It's a different spider, though.
Huh. That is weird. There's no way the spider could be the final boss. Like, it just doesn't look like a final boss. I mean, the way you're doing it is slow, but it looks like it would work over time. It looks like the safe way to do it. I don't think you're hurting it when it's off screen. So I wonder if you should like jump it when like it's down the side and shoot it horizontally.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
It's very short window. VGA is RGB, but it's a different type of RGB. It uses horizontal and vertical sync, and it operates at 31 kilohertz. Which I mean, RGB on other systems can also be 31 kilohertz, but it's I mean, yes, it is RGB video, but it is a different type of signal.
Oh, I heard another donation.
Yeah, we got Maxwell Meyer Henry. Any thoughts on Commodore 64 YPB PR mod by Copper Dragon? I haven't heard of that. Have you?
Mm-mm.
That sounds like it could be pretty cool if it's well made. I've got everything I need to like get going on Commodore 64 with S Video, but I just haven't had a chance to really do much with it yet.
So it makes a noise when it comes down, so I'm just listening for the noise.
Oh, so you don't really need to. Time consuming, but hey. Does it have the same boss music as other bosses?
Yeah.
So there must be another level.
It just seems weird they'd have you fight two of these spiders.
Yeah, it's a strange level, especially considering like the two rooms seem very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. You know, Frank Strasser, I thought for a long time my Genesis did not have jail bars. And I later realized it was just because, you know, the FrameMeister does kind of smudge things a little bit, which can be good and bad. The jail bars are visible on the OSSC, whereas they pretty much weren't on the FrameMeister.
Little by little. It's flashing faster and faster.
Yeah, the OSSC will show jail bars, but like the flat color noise that happens on the FrameMeister, that's its weakness. So overall, I guess I prefer the more pure conversion of the OSSC, but there's definitely pros and cons there. I mean, it's not entirely true that the OSSC hides nothing. I mean, it does use a low-pass filter. I mean, if you didn't have a low-pass filter, it'd be pretty bad.
Oh yeah, there we go. No, and then it's like a weird.
Wow. Well, at least it seems like it's a forever checkpoint after the spiders. Maybe this is the true final approach.
Maybe. Oh, this is looking. This is
Ooh,
looking
yeah,
like it's something.
Yeah, look at that.
This looks like it could be a final boss right here.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, wasn't this guy like in the opening? This guy was like in the opening of the game. I mean, you hope this is a forever checkpoint, but who could say for sure?
Okay, so.
Seems like jumping over his hands isn't really viable.
I can run right through them.
Like that. Oh, okay. Under them.
All right, sometimes.
You've got you had your green markers back at full health.
I know.
So it seems like you can farm from these skeletons.
I think I might be able to. I'm gonna see if I can. How difficult it would be.
Well, don't focus on it too hard, or else you'll screw yourself over, probably. Well, can he hurt you at all if you aren't... if you're outside of his hands area?
No, it doesn't seem like it. I can't...
So I thought... I thought when you respawned, like, the damage on the boss remained, but I guess it doesn't. Why do you keep trying to jump over his hands?
Because you can only run underneath them if they're high enough. But it looks like I get to start right at them.
Okay. This seems totally doable.
Yeah. Okay, so that's how you do it. It's like that.
Austin says any final boss with deer antlers on its head is a great boss in my book. There is a certain creepiness to that aesthetic, I guess.
Yeah.
Are you sure you can't run under his hands when it's at that height?
Yeah, I've tried. But I don't think it matters. I mean, it's not...
Oh, I see. You're jumping over that last fireball pretty easy.
Oh, shoot. But I can farm those things. I guess there should be like an epilepsy warning for this part, though. It's starting to...
Yeah, that was a pretty serious full-screen flash, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, he is still flashing red.
He is, but there's more light coming from underneath him, if you notice.
Oh. Because, well, I was saying that at first I thought that the damage against the boss reset when you respawned. But then at first I thought it didn't, and then I thought it did, and now I'm thinking it doesn't.
I think it just takes a lot of hits.
Are we truly past Final Vita firmware? I don't know if that's so, because I mean it seems like it gets firmware updates, or it has fairly frequently, just to try to stay one step ahead of I mean, just because it's not supported anymore, I don't know if that means it's truly not going to get any firmware updates.
Well, we'll see if that was the end. Oh, geez.
Whoa! I wasn't expecting...
Yeah,
That looks like someone you don't want to shoot.
I know.
That's...
Whew.
I mean, you went from fighting an enemy that very much looked like a final boss to one that looks...
That's why they...
looks like a good guy.
Like, I can't... Like, that is, like, shaking so much, I can't even... see. Well, I think I'm at to fight that boss. No, I start right at the boss.
Really? Wow. Well, that's generous.
Yeah, I'll take it. I mean, that screen is shaking so much, I can't even tell where those things are coming from.
I mean, there's got to be a pattern to those dragons coming up.
Yeah.
Or do they follow you? I'm just not clear.
I don't know. It's like...
I mean, I think when one dragon comes up, like, the spot next to it is always safe. I think? Maybe?
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, hey, we've got $5 from Y2K 1996.
Oh, thank you.
You get 200 million. But you can only use a Segway for transportation. No more airplanes, no boats, no cars, only a Segway. Would you take the money?
Is that, like, include inside your house?
I mean, I assume walking is still allowed. You could probably walk anywhere. I don't think you're forced to. I don't think you're forced to use a Segway. It's just that you cannot have a mode of transportation a higher tier than Segway. I mean, sounds pretty limiting.
Yeah.
I mean, 200 million is a lot of money, but I mean, you gotta question yourself: is that a life worth living? I mean, it seems like this boss is in a lot of trouble except for the dragons.
Yeah.
But it does seem like she's going to take a lot of hits.
Yeah.
I think the spot next to each dragon is always safe, but that spot is probably going to become not safe as that dragon goes down. So you're going to have to get into some sort of groove jumping between the dragon parts.
Yeah, I gotta watch out for that, too. So it looks like the dragons might always come up in the same order.
That'd be good.
That's gonna be another dragon. I just have an idea. I'm gonna see if I feel like I can run all the way across and then back, and I'll be safe. I'm sure the story mode explains.
Oh, you're just playing like an arcade mode that has no cutscenes or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool that both are offered.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably like a cutscene leading up to this boss. I think those dragons pop up too fast for you to just do a straight run across.
Right. But I think I can go back and forth in the same spot.
Yes, I think so too.
Well, I think it's.
You might need to
I think
jump, though?
I think I might have it. Maybe. They always appear in the same order.
Wait, is this game seriously on Wii U?
Is it really?
That amazes me. I'm gonna look that up on the eShop just because I'm. Unless you were talking about a different game, it only says Nintendo Switch on the Nintendo website.
Oh, I heard another donation. Some stupid Japanese name again. It looked like it's cut off again.
Oh.
I don't know. I'll have to. Maybe something got adjusted with that.
Well, I think all you need to do is just bump it up on your. You just need to move it up on your OBS display.
Yeah.
Scene. She's gonna take a ton of hits though because she's like barely flashed red.
Yeah. But same with the last enemy though. The last boss. Maybe she does, but I think that once they start really flashing red, it gets...
So, okay, when she's on the right side, okay, I'm going to be paying attention here.
Oh, I almost did it that time.
Okay, so the dragons are always start furthest from, or they always, like the three furthest from her go up first, and then the three closest to her go up last. It swaps depending on which side of the screen.
Dang it.
She's on. So in other words,
Hang on, I want to read his comment because I feel bad.
in other words, if you dodge the three on the right, then the right side becomes safe.
Definite pattern to the head. This is what SSJN said. Some super Japanese name. So it's definite pattern to the heads. 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5. With 1 being the first from the goddess. So dodge first one, then go where it was. Okay, so. Oh, I see. Okay. Dang it.
I think it would be possible to only have to dodge 2. Dodge the first and second one, then you could stay still.
Yeah, I think I might have an idea of how to do that too.
But it's the furthest from the goddess is where they start, so you want to dodge the opening round.
Right. So she raises. See, I think I can jump off of the platform like this and jump back in like this.
Oh, and just dodge the first one. That would be great.
It's okay. But it's just, I know her arm movements. There's a lot of... Dang it. No, shoot. It's like, it's definitely not that hard.
No. I mean, the dragons look pretty hard, but if you haven't really put your jump off the side, and then jump back.
Yeah, I think I might have a better idea of how to do that, though. See, I think if I just, if I'm in a place where the first one misses me, then I can jump off the side and jump back. Oh, we got another one.
Another $5 Y2K 1996, 99 million, but you have to eat at Applebee's for dinner every day at 7 p.m. You can do whatever you want the rest of the day, but at 7 you must be there. I would 100% take that deal. I mean, Applebee's is not exactly, fancy eating or nothing, but I mean, I think Applebee's is alright. I am not a fancy eating kind of guy.
I think I might have an idea. I think if I miss that first one, then I can jump off the side. So I gotta stay at a place where the first one will miss me every time. Dang it! And then I.
That was.
So okay. I think I can get it. Okay. So it's got to be right there. So it's got to be right here too. An equal side. Okay.
That was definitely the easiest trade-off that I could make.
Yep. There we go. I think I got it.
Oh, you did it. You did it. Although the Applebee's in my town closed, so I'd have to drive. I think the next closest Applebee's is still open. Which isn't that much further.
Yep, there we go. I got it.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Yep. 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 Let's just do this now. Dang it. Then it's okay. I got it. I mean,
You got it. This is the time. It's happening.
Can't just get greedy with my attacks. Dang it, and then I still got hit by that. That's okay. I was hoping I was going to do it without taking a hit.
We have not done a video on the Retrode controllers. That might be an interesting thing to do, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, I reached out to them a while ago, saying like, oh, we'd like to do something on those controllers at some point. We've heard nothing from them. I'm definitely more interested in the wireless ones than the wired ones.
One of I don't know anything about
This the Saturn one, or they're talking about the Saturn ones, right?
Yeah, but I was going to bring up something else. One of my local shops, the owner said something like he had gotten like a notification from Hyperkin to pre-order their light gun thing that's supposed to work on HD TVs.
Right.
And I don't know anything about that or what kind of technology it's supposed to use that supposedly would make it work. I don't know if it's reliable or not.
Yeah, I mean,
I will. I like their SNES mouse, but I'm going to definitely meet that with some skepticism. But hey, if it works.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Whoa. Oh no, things are different. Why did things have to change? We had a good thing going.
It's not different, I don't think. I gotta be honest, I don't think it's different.
Oh, really? It feels different. You have to shoot. Are you still shooting her or not?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to, because I think this is the thing that's probably
controlling her.
Yeah. Okay, so that thing just hurt me. But the thing, I don't know how I hurt the thing behind me, but it hit me. I seemed like I was hurting him.
So were you hurting? Were you supposed to be shooting him or the?
I don't know. I couldn't tell. My attacks were going through her.
That's what I kind of thought, because she wasn't flashing when you hit her. I'm just not sure what you're supposed to shoot at.
Right. Probably not the best weapon for this fight, but whatever, you know.
I mean, it would really stink if, like, you got all the way here with, like, a terrible weapon for it.
Yeah. I don't have the chat on my screen. How's the chat doing?
Oh, they're doing fine.
Let's try.
Let's see.
I mean, there's no doubt in my mind this is the last boss, obviously.
Oh yeah. No doubt in your mind. You don't believe in the second loop anymore.
Well, I mean, there is a second loop, I'm sure.
But you don't think that it's going to, like, not feel like a true ending?
I don't think it'll feel like a true ending. I mean, I think I'll be surprised if there is a true ending on the one first loop. I mean, it's so heavily inspired from Ghouls and Ghosts. There's no way that they're gonna not have you play the whole game again.
Alright, here we go. Okay, she flashes when you hit the thing in the background, right?
Yeah.
Well, at least it has a wide sway, so it's easy to hit. It's like always going to be drifting in your direction, I think.
Oh, come on. Oh, shoot. Oh, it's okay. It's not over yet. She's really flashing, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
It's okay. This is the time, though. My
This
hand
is
is
the
starting to really cramp. Is that Sandy?
yeah, I don't know what she's fussing about. Do you need to pee? I want to see the end of this game, Sandy.
Oh, you probably have time.
But be quick.
I don't have the chat on screen right now. I'm sorry, chat. I have it's still on Streamlabs because I didn't switch back over. And I was looking at the Streamlabs to see if I could do it, and that's how I just died. Then I'm falling apart. I mean, it's not. It's dead. Ugh. It's not that difficult, obviously. Like, I know the pattern now. I got distracted. It's not hard. It's just it takes patience.
Yes.
Because especially since this build up, it takes so long.
Yeah. Sandy, I'll throw you some toys if you bring them over here. I have to have a toy to throw it. I'm sorry. That's how it works. That's the deal. You bring a toy and I throw it.
How are we doing on time? What time is it?
It's 11:19.
That's not too bad.
No.
I hate, like, if you get hit with that thing. I mean, the stupidest part about it is like, it's like actually totally easy. It's just. Oh. Got another donation.
Another $5 Y2K 1996. $50 million. But before you do anything, you have to beat GoldenEye 007 for the N64. You can't do anything else before doing that. No cheats in any percent. Like
every day.
Like is that just like once a day? I mean, there could be worse ways to warm up your day, but if you have to do that like multiple times a day, no. Just once every day, once a day. First thing you do when you wake up. I mean, you could probably get that. I mean, especially if it's any percent. I mean, you could do agent difficulty, or you could do or you can't. Can you do 007 difficulty? I mean, that's not technically a cheat.
Shoot, I was like, ugh.
You're fine.
I don't know. I mean, in my head, I like got the pattern like reversed for some reason.
You need me to throw this moose?
Come on, like it's only taking me this long because of my own like. I mean, it's not hard. I have it completely figured out. It's just it wears you down like with your patience. Like it just takes a while, so it's like, oh, you end up missing basic things. I mean, it's almost embarrassing now.
Sandy, I don't know what your problem is. You didn't go to the bathroom. You aren't bringing me any toys. What do you want? I don't know what you want.
Oh.
Oh, this is from someone else.
It's from SSJN, it looks like.
$100 million, but the only video game thing you're allowed to play for the rest of your life is this boss sequence. That's a definite no.
Yeah.
That's a definite no. I mean, I'm sure you'd be pretty good at it, but
Yeah.
that would not be very satisfying.
$100 million, but the only live streams you're ever allowed to watch are me fighting this boss.
Oh, we've got another $5 Y2K. 500 million, but you have to chop off your left foot.
No.
You can't use a cane or wheelchair or anything like that. You just have to hop around everywhere.
For 500 million?
For 500 million.
Probably not, no. Of course.
Problem is awesome.
Oh, we got another donation from Ryan Schmidt.
$1 from Ryan Schmidt. $1 trillion, but you can only play games in RF.
I'd probably do that. For $1 trillion?
Well, does this only apply to systems that are natively capable of RF? Like, if it only applies to systems natively capable of RF, sure.
King of Arcades, trophy earned.
Oh. You probably won't get much of an ending.
Let's see what happens.
Since you played arcade mode. Oh no! The doggy. So it looks like there was all these warriors and they screwed up.
Yep. Ooh, my hand. Ouch.
Well, after the first two levels,
oh, look at the music was done by Greiser87.
Oh, yeah, that's the guy that does the
Locomolito. Yeah.
Oh.
That's cool.
But after the first two levels, you got in a pretty good groove with it.
Yeah, it was definitely more challenging earlier on. I feel like the later levels got shorter.
Maybe you just got good.
Maybe I did. But I mean, it took about 2.5 hours.
I mean, overall, it looked decent, if a little sloppy.
Yeah.
Oh, we got $5 from Aaron Marks. Your RGB series was essential in connecting my consoles properly. I rewatch regularly for helpful reminders and entertainment. Well, thank you. We try to make them entertaining in a sense, other than just purely informational, but they're basically informational, I guess.
Yeah, it always surprises me the amount of people that say, "Oh, I've watched this video like 3 times." Like there was somebody that said, you know, that was on their third time watching the Game Boy RGB video.
Well, I think a lot of people just like the kinds of games we show too.
Yeah. One thing I like about I always feel like our videos have a really good forward momentum to them, if that makes sense. Like you kind of feel like you're kind of like getting pulled through the video, and you're always moving forward. You know, just you get sidetracked and you're just like, oh, you're staying on this for a little while. I'm gonna have to fix those donations. I don't know why they're so big.
I think you just need to
make them smaller.
No, you don't even make it smaller. You just need to bump it up. It doesn't matter if it overlaps the CRT a little, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just bump it up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't resize it.
I have to admit, I mean, you and I have talked about this before, but I don't know if I've ever talked about it during a stream. Always let the credits play the first time I beat a game.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's some people. I mean, some of those like EA games and the Ubisoft games, like the credits are like literally like 30 minutes sometimes. I just put it on in the background, but I like just have it. I don't sit and like read them, but I always let it play.
Well, I don't think these Kickstarter credits are going to be as bad as Ukulele, because wow. I like, if like at the very beginning, you've got Aaron, AARON, like, and it goes on and on and on and on and on, and then you've got like Adam, like it goes on and on, like forever. Like here we've got one Dan and two Daniels. We've only got one Dave and four Davids. Like that's not that bad. Ukulele had a function for like speeding up the credits. You could like fast forward and rewind a bit. But
oh yeah.
It even with fast forwarding, it took forever, and there was no reason to watch to the end. But I had to.
Someone was saying the Mighty Number 9 backers, like the backer credits for that was 70 minutes long.
Yeah, well, the Final Fantasy 14 Realm Reborn credits have everyone who
played it before, was in version 1.
There was requirements like you had to play it for you had to pay for a certain number of months once the paid subscription started.
Mm-hmm.
On the 1.0 version. And that's pretty long. It's pretty long. When the credits started rolling, I ordered a pizza, and I think it was delivered, and I had eaten what I was gonna eat like before my name. I don't remember if it was before my name got there, but it was still going when the pizza was delivered, for sure.
Wait, is that true? The Ukulele's credits is 3 hours long, or Ukulele is 3 hours long?
I mean, Ukulele was like, I think it took me like 15, 17 hours to beat.
No, I mean the credits.
But the credits, if you don't speed it up, maybe I wouldn't be surprised. The credits music was definitely David Wise.
Ah, my hand.
That would be funny if it's 3 hours without speeding it up. I mean, you could. I play it on Switch. Maybe that's a new feature for the Switch version.
No, the speed up credits. Yeah, I mean, the idea that you can't speed up credits like that, and you want to see your name, and you gotta sit through it. Whew.
Yeah,
it's rough. I know my hand is like, it was just that last boss, because I was fighting it with the knives. Yeah, I'm enjoying my flavored water.
I got a fresh bottle of water over here just before the stream, and it looks like I never used it during the whole stream.
Well, at least when I get, because I'll get the Switch version. I can just mark it beat when I got it. When I get it.
Yep. That's nice. Wait, what? Why are we in the A's again?
I don't know.
Is this another tier? Uh-oh, we've got a lot of Alexanders. This could be trouble.
Maybe it repeats.
I don't think it is, because I don't think... yeah, I guess this is another tier.
Oh.
This could take a while.
Oh yeah, the credits in the Night Trap. Yeah, that's fun to do. Yeah, it's fun to it was fun to do that. That was kind of a last minute thing to do that I decided to do. But I mean, that would not have happened without our supporters on Patreon. I mean, we were able to justify the trip going to LA for that way.
Well, I think you're going to just have to let this run the background on your own TV.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, this will take a while.
Yeah, I'll turn on the music.
All right. Well,
so look for the Phantasy Star episode at some point this week. I have it finished up through the Dreamcast version. I want to put the remakes in there. That's my intent. But my time, the time it's going to take is like, it really depends on how much time it will take to get good footage. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I mean, even if it's very brief, you know?
Yeah. I mean, kind of, even though it's not, like I said, this is like my last Phantasy Star video, about the original series. I could see myself doing a video specifically on the remakes of 1 and 2. But we'll see. We will see.
All right, well...
Yeah, Shibitina, definitely more Sega Ages 2500 videos. I know that like it's been over a year since I did the first one, and that is one of the episodes I want to do. That's going to be like one of my smaller, like easier episodes to do.
Yeah, that's an easy thing for you to do.
So, yes, I'm going to be going back and getting back to like a lot of the things that I've put off for way too long. So that's the idea. Let's see, we got DJ Tatsujin there. I was saying. All right, and
all right.
Look for that at some point this week, and we'll see you next Sunday.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.